Now it's time for question number 19. Solve x squared minus 7x minus 8 equals 0 by completing the square. Okay, this question is going to be a little bit trickier because we have an odd number here, but do not despair. This will be okay. And what is our first step? Just going to take, or actually leave the negative 8 outside here, the minus 8, bring down the 0, and we still have x squared minus 7x over here. Now we want to add a number, and we want to take it away as well. A number that will make this a perfect square trinomial. And what will that number be? Well, let's take the negative 7. We can divide it by 2 and square it. The square can apply to both the negative 7 and the 2. Negative 7 squared is 49. Positive 49, mind you. And 2 squared is 4. So I need to add 49 over 4 and take it away also to balance the equation essentially, because we don't want to change it. So I can take these, or this number, outside of the parentheses, and inside we're going to have just the x squared minus 7x plus 49 over 4. That barely looks like a 9. Now I just took this one outside, and we're subtracting 8. That's still equal to 0. So now this, I can actually factor, and it's a perfect square trinomial. What is it going to factor to? You can put an x here. To factor it quickly, since we know it's a perfect square trinomial, I can take the negative 7 and divide it by 2. So negative 7 over 2. And that's squared. Now I just want to combine the negative 49 over 4. We're subtracting 8. So how can we combine these two numbers? Well, I can get a common denominator. So I can multiply top and bottom by 4. So we have negative 49 over 4 minus 32 over 4, because 8 times 4, 32. Okay, so x minus 7 over 2 squared. Now, negative 49 minus 32, that's negative 81, still over 4. Now I just want to take this over to the right hand side. So I will add 81 over 4 to both sides of the equation. Continue over here. So x minus 7 over 2 squared equals 81 over 4. Because 0 plus 81 over 4 is 81 over 4. Those cancel out. Now, I can take the square root from both sides of the equation. I'll add a plus or minus over on the right hand side. These will cancel out, and we get x minus 7 over 2 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 81 over 4. Now the square root of 81 is 9, and the square root of 4 is 2. Next step, we're just going to add 7 over 2 to both sides of the equation. And x will be equal to 7 over 2 plus or minus 9 over 2. Two answers. The first one, 7 plus 9 over 2. 7 plus 9 is 16. We already have a common denominator. And 16 divided by 2 is 8. So that is the first answer. Next one. 7 minus 9 is negative 2 divided by 2, which is equal to negative 1. So, x is equal to negative 1 and 8. Both are perfectly valid solutions to this equation, and we're done.